Bhopal Archdiocesan activities for the month of September and October 2020. The immense blessing of the Almighty was experienced again in the Archdiocese when Brother Johnny Wilson was ordained deacon in Varanasi in a simple ceremony that took place at Gyan Bharati Gurukul Regional Theologate, conferred by Bishop of Varanasi, Most Reverend Eugene Joseph, on the 3rd of September 2020 at 10 a.m. The Archdiocesan family congratulated him for entering into a diaconatehood. A recollection was held for the priests and brothers of Bhopal Deanery on the 5th September 2020. The recollection input was given by Reverend Father Joby P. CMI, who explained and elaborated the meaning of silence and shed light on the social work and devotion to Mother Teresa. There were 35 priests and brothers who participated in the long-awaited recollection. Archbishop thanked Reverend Father Joby for leading a day of prayer and reflection. Congregation of Missionary Sisters of Mary Immaculate pitched a new tent at Arvind Vihar, Bagh Mughaliya, Bhopal on the 8th of September 2020 at 11 a.m. with the opening ceremony of the new house by Most Reverend Dr. Leo Cornelio SVD, the Archbishop of Bhopal. On the 8th of September 1962, it was the day for the Congregation of Missionary Sisters of Mary Immaculate, when it was founded by Reverend late Monsignor C.J. Varki at Kurantavayal, Kerala. In 1972, MSMI launched their first mission outside Kerala at Fatehpur of the Bhopal Archdiocese. By inaugurating another convent in Bhopal Diocese, this becomes the third community in the Archdiocese of Bhopal and the 146th community of MSMI. The Archdiocesan family congratulated MSMI and wished all the very best for their ministry. Due to COVID-19, Catholics in Bhopal Archdiocese celebrated the birthday of our Blessed Virgin Mary on the 8th of September 2020 without any pomp and show. On the contrary, in some churches the people gathered in small numbers, maintaining social distance. Many other churches celebrated the traditional feast through online. This year, the social gathering after the Holy Mass was missing in all the churches due to pandemic. His Grace Most Reverend Leo Cornelio SVD called for a meeting at Seva Sadan, Bhopal on the 12th of September 2020 at 5 p.m. to discuss about the process of evangelization based on the inputs given by UCPI through online on the 20th, 21st and the 22nd of August. His Grace in his address pointed out that there is a need to contextualize intercessory prayers not only for our Christian brethren but also for non-Christians who could be our friends, acquaintances, neighbors or those whom we meet at the shopping centers. There were 30 members including priests, youth, sisters and lay animators participating and suggesting different methods of evangelization. Reverend Father Paulson Muttipidika, CMI, the coordinator and secretary to the Commission for Evangelization, animated this gathering. The Jesus Youth of Bhopal Archdiocese organized a night vigil on the 19th of September 2020 at Carmel Convent Auditorium. It began at 9 p.m. with the exposition of the Blessed Sacrament. In the introduction, Reverend Father Anil Matthew CMI called upon the night visitors to walk with Jesus at Emmaus with an awareness that Jesus is walking with us in our journey of faith. Reverend Father Matthew V.C. said in his reflection that UCPI suggested to Jesus Youth to pray for 20 non-Christians in their daily life, and Vigil is an opportunity to pray for them vigorously. Reverend Sister Pavitra CMC said in her reflection that the episode of Jesus accompanying the disciple at Emmaus after his resurrection teaches the quality of an animator, such as accompanying, listening, interpreting scriptures, and breaking the bread will bring number of people to Jesus. Father Dr. Biju Savio, CMI, the scripture scholar, showing the pictures of the holy places, inspired the vigilers to come close to Jesus to pray with Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. There were many fathers, laity, and sisters besides Jesus Youth who attended this night vigil. Catechism coordinators meeting to draw the plans to make videos for the online catechism classes was held on the 22nd of September at 4:30 p.m. at the Pastoral Center, Bhopal. All those present at the meeting were of the same opinion that they should have their own videos, which would be a great asset for the Archdiocese of Bhopal. In the end, it was decided that implementation of the same will be from the 4th of October 2020. Reverend Father Matthew V.C., Coordinator of Commissions, Father Michael Sebastian, Director of the Catechetical Commissions, and the class coordinators from 9 city parishes were present all through the meeting. Father Stannis Paul, a retired priest of Bhopal Archdiocese, reached his heavenly abode on the 2nd of October 2020 at Pilaithopi Parish, Tamil Nadu. He was 78. Earlier, he was admitted at Our Lady of Pilar Hospital, Kanyakumari District, Tamil Nadu, for having fluid in his lungs. The burial took place at his native village with solemn concelebrated Holy Mass. He served the Archdiocese at different capacities and was retired 26 years ago. He remained at home in the latter part of his life. Archdiocesan family fondly remembered late Reverend Father Stanislaus Paul and prayed for the departed soul to rest in peace. The Commission for Ecumenism and Interreligious Dialogue, Archdiocese of Bhopal, organized online interreligious meet on the 2nd of October 2020. Reverend Father Jose Prakash, Regional Secretary for Ecumenism and Dialogue, while welcoming all the guests and participants, gave a brief introduction about the interreligious prayer service. Archbishop Most Reverend Leo Cornelio SVD said in his address that the importance of unity in diversity should be reminded very often, especially on the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. He said that no matter what religion or caste we belong to, we should pray together for the spread of world peace and love. Mustaq Ali Naqvi, the City Qazi Muslim religion, Paramveer Singh from Sikh religion, and B.K. Ram Kumar Brahma Kumari spoke on the national integration and unity. The intercessory prayers were shared by Bishop Joseph Taikatil Gwalior, Bishop Joseph Kodakhalil Satna, Bishop James Atikalam Sagar, Bishop Durairaj Khandwa, Father Biju Totankara Sagar, Father Pius Lakra Indore, and Pastor Amos Shah. The special vote of thanks was delivered by Pastor Keshav Pradhan, Christ Church, Govindpura, especially to the choir from Servite Convent School, Hoshangabad, BSSS College for the technical support, Mrs. Ansi Sojan for anchoring, and Father Maria Stephen, the director of the Diocesan Ecumenism and Dialogue, for overall coordination and arrangements. 2 days online free international workshop on counselling skills by 𝐀𝐑𝐂𝐃𝐃𝐈𝐎𝐂𝐄𝐒 in collaboration with Indian School Psychology Association began with a positive note from Archbishop Most Reverend 𝐀𝐑𝐂𝐃𝐈𝐎𝐂𝐄𝐒, the patron of 𝐻𝐂𝐑𝐃, on the 2nd and the 3rd October 2020. In his opening address, he invited all the psychologists, teachers and parents to understand the importance of mental health and hoped that the 2 days workshop would benefit thousands to overcome pandemic. The president of Indian School Psychology Association, Dr. Panch Ramalingam from Pondicherry, besides renowned international counselors from Tamil Nadu, Malaysia, Kashmir, Dhaka, Bangkok and Sri Lanka were the main speakers for the workshop. Dr. Reena Singh, the regional secretary of INSPA, moderated the entire workshop, and Reverend Father Maria Stephen, the organizing secretary, thanked all the speakers, participants and volunteers. 5,000 and above registered on this online workshop on counseling skills, whereas more than 2,000 watched YouTube channel without registration. First and final profession together with Silver Jubilee celebration was held at St. Francis Provincial House, Bhopal on the 8th of October 2020. Archbishop Leo Cornelio SVD congratulated the sisters and said in his address, the pandemic crisis would never stop the service and dedication of the committed sisters following footsteps of St. Francis of Assisi. The provincial Sister Genova thanked the diocese for its generous support to the sisters to carry on the charism of St. Francis of Assisi, the patron of OSF congregation. Sisters Divya Vakde, Kalpana Uike, Urmila Tirke received first profession. Sisters Christina Patta, Josephine Totakara, Namita Minj professed their final vows, while Sisters Anjali Nurupel, Helen Malikil, Shruti Chirakandat, Navya Tatil celebrated their silver jubilee. 6 Divyavani sung novices, Sandhya Khalko, Anima Kerketa, Luisa Mardi, Magdali Topo, Archana Topo and Rosemary Kujur made their first profession on the 10th of October 2020 at Queen of the Universe Church, Kolar Road, Bhopal. Because of the pandemic, their parents and near and dear ones could not participate in the long-awaited ceremony. However, close associates of DVS happily replaced them as the guardians of the new sisters. His Grace Dr. Leo Cornelio SVD was the main celebrant for the occasion. The choir was led by Mr. Jerry Orikiswamy, about 150 people, including 12 priests. Number of priests and lay people were present for the occasion. The celebration was followed by a reception and dinner at St. Joseph's Co-ed School, Kolar. Gratefully thanking the greatness of the Lord for the past 25 silver years of the erection of Mount Carmel, Vice Province, a simple celebration was held on the 20th of October 2020 at Mount Carmel Provincial House, Bagh Mughaliya, Bhopal. Archbishop Leo Cornelio SVD, congratulating the province, said in his homily that the seed of the tree of the Mount Carmel province was sown on the 28th of June 1968 and gratefully remembered and appreciated the enthusiastic and spiritful sisters of the Changnacherry province of the CMC who ventured into the north to spread the good news of our Divine Master. The center was inaugurated on the 30th of June 1968. The pioneers were sustained by the support of the late Archbishop Eugene D'Souza and the sacrifice of St. Joseph Sisters of Chambéry to carry on the educational endeavor. Mount Carmel region was inaugurated in 1988 with Sister Pius as the first regional superior and Carmel Convent BHEL, the regional house. The Archdiocesan family extended its gratitude to their leaders for daring to make a difference in Mount Carmel mission. A new chapter began at Northern Mission Station by inaugurating a new parish house on the 22nd of October 2020. Archbishop Leo Cornelio SVD, blessing the parish house, thanked Father Ishwardas Minch for his dedicated service at Northern and said that the new parish house is opened for the welfare of the people to know Jesus more and more. There were a few priests and sisters to attend the simple inaugural ceremony. The Archdiocesan family fondly remembered late Reverend Father Stannis' loss on the 30th day of his death. A solemn requiem mass was organized on the 31st of October 2020 at Assumption Prime Church, Arera Colony, Bhopal. Archbishop Leo Cornelio recalled the great contributions of the Father to the diocese and said in his homily that the local church lost a vibrant and committed priest who served the diocese at best of his abilities. He remained a true missionary right from the ordination. He was an analytic thinker and expressed his opinions in a bold and prophetic manner. At the end of the Holy Mass, the priests and sisters paid floral tribute to late Father Stanislaus Paul.